Again, I thought maybe I should talk. These things are becoming quite urgent. Um, I know none of you are here, but still, we have to talk actually because things are becoming very urgent and critical, you know. And let's say if we don't talk, then there won't be any chance to talk. So that's the reason I'm talking. Even though you guys are not there, whenever you guys get to see it, I hope you guys think about it. And if you have any, you know, comments, suggestions, you share afterwards in the chat so that I can go through it and maybe, incorporate those suggestions in my future video or any of the subsequent video which I make on the same topic. But right now, what I'm trying to say is that people have a lot of misconception. Like, I am slowly coming to believe that the people who work in IT industry could be one of the dumbest people or dumbest industry ever, because I see them acting as a loser, and I think that is the reason so many people have difficult time working in IT, because it's not that they are not good professionals, it's the identity problem that kind of comes at a later stage, when you are being very, once the skill is learned, right, then you are being very forcefully forced into fitting. So in the beginning you will be, lured into the career, and you'll be like, taken on an easy handed mode, and until you become very productive and very skilled. And then once you become skilled and productive, by that time you are mostly uni focused, and they have converted into an introvert uni focused individual, maybe a goal based agent. At that time they kind of fit you into a loser's game, where sometimes the identity conflict comes, and that's the reason some of the guys become very discontent while working in these industries. But anyway, I wanted to tell about AI actually. The reason why, like, I'll slowly discuss I'll make many videos about around the areas where IT people I feel are the dumbest. One of the area is AI, right? People think AI is people who work in IT think that AI saves time, but it does not save times. For as long as there is a human in the loop, it will not save time. Why it will not save time is because, let's say, you have generated a code, 10 lines, 100 lines, 1000 lines, whatever may be the lines, right? You have generated that code, but still you have to, the responsibility of it being correctly deployed in production is not of AI, it's yours. Like, what I'm trying to say is that the punishment bearer is you, is not the AI. For good or bad, for whatever it is, in the end of the day, who bears the punishment of it not being right? So you, even if you generate 10,000 lines of code using AI in 10 minutes, still it is going to take you roughly about the same amount of time which you would have used anyway to code those 10,000 lines, to basically go through that code one line by line. Otherwise you are being less responsible. That's what I'm saying. You may figure out ways here and there, but the due diligence and quality assurance by the human in the loop is, it requires him to be fully looking into each and every line of code. So what AI solves you is the time that you would have anyway used to figure out some of the things from Stack Overflow. That is the only thing that AI is solving for you. But that also does not save time, is because a lot of these time things requires thinking process. Now, thinking process by the human in the loop who's the developer, right? And guess what? If you generate 10,000 lines of code in like 10 minutes, you actually did something negative to yourself by actually losing the time that you would have used to think, right? Now you have to forcefully think, and it's hard because while you are searching your answer in Stack Overflow, you are actually figuring it out and thinking in the meantime to kind of how to structure the whole pipeline of code or the workflow or whatever, or the design or anything, right? Or deployment, QA, anything, unit testing, how are you going to do it? And once you generate the code right in front of you like magic, now it's up to you to kind of figure out what to do it. And now you have to kind of comply with the code, right? It's not that you are thinking your thinking and kind of generating a code for your thinking. No, you have generated a code based on your goal, but not based on your thinking. So what I'm trying to say is that it does not save time. People have misconception that it is saving time. It will not save time until it is independently autonomously writing code and you're just not there. But if you are there, then it is, then it's going to be taking the same time. And also, when you are not there, the reason why IT people are dumb is because you are kind of building something. It's like you are the person who is cutting a tree for your own cremation. So you are gathering the log of wood so that you can be burned at a later time. And the only people who are happy about this, yo, if you see my text, do 6 7, do the 6 7. What does that mean? Oh, I know what that mean, but if I know your, I don't know how to text here. Anyway, once I'll figure out, I'll do it. Hi everyone. What I'm saying is that even if it's a no brainer. I just don't understand like why people don't understand that you are actually making yourself disposable and removing, you are actually losing your own edge um, for gaining value. Like if you do not, if you replace your own productivity by something else, then the only edge you have is productivity. Otherwise it's a mass massacre at play. And I say it many times, I'm saying it again. uh, Butter chicken you love? No, I don't like butter chicken. No, not too much. Like, yeah, it's okay for once in a while, but not too much. What I'm saying is that um, the only edge humans have for survival is productivity. If you lose that edge, you actually affect your survival. End of story, period. So, if anybody who is not a bot here and is real human can actually comment, but I don't see anyone. Thank you. Somebody's saying that I like your live stream. I said, thank you so much. So, that's what I'm saying. So, survival is only guaranteed for productivity. If you lose your productivity, you lose your survival for most of the humans out there, and future generations, which is why it kind of curbing you. So it's a very big, and also it kind of leads to a very big population because it's a mass massacre at play. It is kind of setting a very big population reset, right? So let's say Adam, like everybody has come from, let's say, from Adam's genes, right? And downwards. Now what you have to do if you want to reset this gene progression from, let's say, you want to make a second descendant of Adam close to the Adam, then what you do is you will have to kill people. You're killing it. You're killing people like with AI already. That's what I'm trying to say. That if these people lose productivity, their survival would be in danger. So they all, most of them will just uh, be the prey of death, which is a large massacre, large scale mass massacre at play. So only very few very rich people, will stay to kind of procreate with leftover women who they like. Some, most women also will be sacrificed in this whole process, but some will be left. Like there'll be a big surplus still will be left for them, which is good enough for them. But I'm just saying that this is how the value system is changing, the societal system is changing, and we need to pay attention to it. You cannot let this just go. And I tell you, and the solution right now, I told, I think in the beginning also, either you, particularly for men should drop off from work completely. You're not doing any good into the system. Not only that, you are actually doing your own harm by working. So if you don't work, at least there is some possibility you regain your edge. But if you work, you will you will eventually lose your your edge of survival. So that is what is going on. Please pay attention to AI, don't ignore it. Not to work and build on AI, but rather to understand it. And why you need to really understand AI, because it is going to get really nefarious. And believe me, it does not save time. It will crush people. It will make really, uh, it will give real hard time. If people will not say, there won't be any chance to even say. I'm telling it again and again and again. Everybody on the internet is a marketer, and and they're happy because they're acting for now as a cam guard of hell. But even though they are cam guard of hell, at some point their turn will also come. So whoever is middleman selling AI to you right now, I'm not saying you should not learn to understand it, but don't, just sell it. Okay. That's what I wanted to say. You guys, it was critical. It is getting critical day by day. Every day, a single human is nothing for them. I hope it was helpful to you guys. Please make some, constructive comments in the chat so I can sort of incorporate them in my subsequent videos around this topic. Thank you so much. I hope it was helpful. Until next time, bye bye.